What's up, developers? How many times have you asked a question on Stack Overflow? Did it ever happen that your question just got instantly downvoted and closed, or it did not receive a single answer for days? Do not get frustrated, it's more common than you think, and that's why I'm going to show you 5 common mistakes that are separating you from the answer you need. In my opinion, the most common mistake is the question is too generic. If you do not describe well enough your question, you can either get no answers or get a wave of downvotes and see your question closed in seconds. The Stack Overflow community is a bit weird. There are constantly some developers refreshing the page and looking for new questions to release their downvote frustration, and their unlucky target may be your question. It might not entirely be your fault, but there's always some room for improvement. When asking a question, first of all, define your problem and goal. You should be able to let the other users quickly understand why you're asking a question and what you're trying to achieve, what your goal is. If there's something not working properly, describe what is happening and what you would expect as a result. Show what you've done so far. Stack Overflow users are not there waiting for doing your homework or your job for free. Before asking a question, you should at least try to find a solution yourself. If it didn't work, no problem. Describe what you've accomplished so far and where you got stuck. It will also help the users to wrap up a solution, starting with your code, fixing it for your specific case, instead of producing some generic code that might not even apply or need some adjustments before being used straight away. Provide a minimal, reproducible example. This one is crucial and is a continuation of showing your current results. The Stack Overflow community calls it MRE, reprex, minimal complete and verifiable example, or minimal workable example. It's basically a chunk of code that other users should be able to copy-paste and run to quickly see your issue live. This will help them understand your problem and share with you the solution you need. The example has to be minimal, which means your code should be as short as possible, including only the relevant parts to describe the scenario. Don't just copy-paste hundreds of lines, because it might only confuse the reader or make them run away from your request. You should consider writing from scratch a new program that only contains the relevant logic for your question, which will hopefully be only a few lines of code. This will heavily boost the chance of quickly getting answers. The second mistake is asking a duplicate question. If you're just learning a new skill and you have a lot of questions, don't immediately ask them. Use the search bar and try to find if someone has already asked a similar question and got an answer. Try to think of the most relevant keywords and search for them. It is in fact faster than spending time describing and writing a proper question and then waiting for someone to answer. Whereas as a result, your question would just be closed and flagged as duplicate. Keep in mind that if you think your question is easy and someone will have an answer, it's most likely already on Stack Overflow. Keep in mind that being able to find solutions on the internet by yourself is also an important soft skill for a good developer. Next up, we have poor question formatting. Come on, our passion is to write code that is clean, efficient, and easy to read. We're supposed to apply the same attention to detail and formatting when writing our questions, in particular because we're going to submit it to other developers. General text rules apply here, so avoid rows of text, use punctuation, proper English grammar, and go on a new line if needed sometimes. It gives breadth to the reader and it's much easier to understand. Format your code. If you need to paste a few lines of code, you can format them with triple backslash or with 4 white spaces on Stack Overflow. You can also specify the language so that the syntax is automatically highlighted. As a bonus, if your question is web-related, so HTML, CSS, and/or JavaScript, you can use a runnable code snippet. This massively increases the chance of your question getting answered, and it immediately gives the other users an instant way to reproduce your issue and start thinking of a possible solution. This is, in fact, the easiest and best way to provide the minimal reproducible example, as we mentioned before. Once again though, if you're pasting some code, make sure it's only the relevant code. Questions with hundreds of lines of code will scare away potential answers. One more common mistake, which is luckily easy to fix, is wrong tags usage. Your question will likely be related to something specific, such as a programming language, a framework, or a topic in particular. Active Stack Overflow users usually filter the content with tags, so that they can see only the questions where their knowledge is strong and they can in fact help. Poor or wrong usage of tags might prevent your question to showing up to someone knowing the answer, thus reducing your chance of getting noticed. Make sure you use at least 2 or 3 tags with the categories I mentioned earlier, so programming language, framework or environment, related to your question. Don't try to invent fancy tags, it's not Instagram, but stick to the popular ones as they will get many more views. Also, don't just put Java, Python, JavaScript as tags just because they're popular. The wrong tags will be quickly removed by some users or your question might even get closed. Pay attention to that. The last one, which is also kind of weird, is asking a wrong question. Yes, there are in fact wrong questions for Stack Overflow that are usually not accepted. You cannot ask everything. The help page reads, you should only ask practical, answerable questions based on actual problems that you face. Chatty, open-ended questions diminish the usefulness of our site and push other questions off the front page. In short, Stack Overflow is to be intended as a platform with answers on practical topics, searchable for example from Google in the future and available for everyone. It's not a collection of generic guides or tutorials. You should not ask questions with open answers, such as the best tool, or what's your favorite language, or even how to set up my Java environment. If your question is meant to start a discussion, rather than getting a direct answer, it's probably not for Stack Overflow and will likely get closed. Don't forget that there are a lot of other communities in the Stack Exchange platform, with the same layout and mechanics of Stack Overflow, but on some more specific topics, such as game development, web application, software engineering, but also board games, bricks, coffee and sports. All kind of communities. On Stack Exchange/sites, you can get the full list. And that's it for today. I really hope this video will somehow help you in having more success when asking questions on Stack Overflow, and good luck with your development journey. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you find this video interesting and you have some more requests about Stack Overflow or programming in general. You can use the comment section below. See you next time!